Hey, it's Katie and Tyler here. We're going to teach you how to do your hair for the year.
Okay, so the first step is you have to run over it with a straightener. Even though her hair is super straight, you still need to run over it with a straightener just to make sure all the little kinks and stuff are out so it looks perfect. So just run over it. Normally you should part it into sections like this, like smaller sections, to make sure that you touch all your hair. So you're not just running over it like hoping that you touch it, just section it off. And so now that her hair is pretty straight, especially your bangs too, because you don't want your poof to have any like curves in it or anything, so just make sure your bangs are super straight too. And when you straighten them back, because that's where they're going to be going anyways. So that it doesn't like part or anything. Just go ahead and straighten it back so it knows where to go.
Next step, we're going to do the poof.
So whenever you're looking at your child, go ahead and get the end of her eyebrows, or actually the peak, and just go straight back, and from there, all the hair there back about to midway on their head is going to be what is in the poof. And hold this real quick. And you can go ahead and put this in a ponytail so you don't have to worry about it getting in your way. Don't do it too tight though, because it'll crinkle the hair that you just straightened. And then next we're going to go and lay it all forward and start taking inch by inch sections and hold it up straight, 90 degrees to the head, and halfway down, and then start pulling it down. It's back combing, teasing, whatever you want to call it. And when you hold it back, spread it apart like that. And then take your next section, hold it up again, and back comb, back comb, back comb, back comb. A lot. You can never back comb too much because we want these poofs big. And then pull it back and spread apart. And for the rest of this section, you're going to keep up with the probably inch to half inch sections and pull them up to 90 degrees again. And then halfway down, keep doing the same thing. Just back comb a lot and then pull it back and spread apart. And you can even kind of comb through it a little bit to kind of tame it because you don't want it like looking too crazy. And then one more section, pull it up, back comb, pull it back, spread it apart, lightly comb through. Don't like yank at it, just like over the very top layer, comb through. And then for this last section, give it a couple, but don't dedicate it. Don't do it too much. Because you don't want this top, you have to leave a layer of smooth to come over the craziness to hide it. You can either spray it as you go, like each section, hold it up and spray like that, or you can just flip it all forward and just give it a quick spray, just to lock in the back comb that you just did. Then you can flip it all back, and this is where we're going to start bobby pinning. So you've held it forward and sprayed, you can go ahead and pull it all back and hold it to the center of your child's or your head. And push forward. And if you kind of get this like straight in the front look, you can take the comb and pull it forward a little bit. You can either do that, or you can like not push it flat down, but push it like forward like that. It does the same thing. And then you start pinning. And when you pin, make sure you hold it forward too. You don't just like let go. And you stick one pin, do it on either side, one that way, one that way, one that way, one that way. Normally 4 or 6 should do it. If your kid has thicker hair, then do 6. But if not, 4 should be fine. Or however many you feel. And ask your child too if it feels sturdy. Does it feel sturdy?
Nope.
It doesn't?
Nope.
Does it feel sturdy?
Nope.
Does it now?
Yes.
Okay. Now that you have this big, beautiful poof, you spray. And you can spray as much as you want. Freeze It is awesome hairspray because it really holds. Even if you have little flyaways, it holds. Just spray, until you feel like it looks perfect. Because that's what we're going for this year, guys. Perfect poofs. Go into a ponytail and gather all your child's hair and make sure all the little bumps are out.
And it's really high.
And it's super, super high. It doesn't need to be back here, anywhere. It needs to be on top of their head or wherever their poof comes in. So put it right there where it ends. Once it's in, tighten it a couple of times. It's okay if it hurts your child. You need like a super, super thick ponytail because a lot of time the coaches in the back have to go back through it and do it again, which can mess up the poof and just mess up everything and they look ugly. And then once you're done with this, if your hair has thinner hair, you can comb it a little bit. I mean, don't go crazy with it, but just to give it some volume, you can go through and just back comb it a little bit just to give it some extra height like that. And then go ahead and spray it. Hold it up and spray. And then just spray it off before you do anything else. Okay. The last and final step is to place this gorgeous bow. And you need to go ahead and wrap this around at least three times. And then place it where you want it. And again, tighten it in. It's okay if it hurts.
It needs to stick up like Minnie Mouse.
It needs it, exactly. And there you go.
And one more good round of hairspray.
One more good round of freeze it. Go ahead and invest, guys. It's worth it. Time after you put the bow in, just go ahead and tease it a little bit, especially with straight, because you don't want it just to fall. You want to give it some sort of volume. And comb it out a little bit. There you go.
Beautiful.
I'm going to show you how you do your hair in a hump for a competition or whatever when you have braids. First, you're going to section out your hair for the hump. You're going to take your first scrunchie and you're going to make a ponytail, but you don't want your ponytail to be really tight. Make sure all your braids are straight, then push the hump up. Now you're going to take all the hair surrounding the hump and pull it up, making sure you cover up that rubber band. Once you get it all the way up in a ponytail, you're going to take your second scrunchie and wrap it all the way around. Tighten up your ponytail and make sure it's secure. And pull up your hump from the first scrunchie, and make sure your hump is nice and big. You can fluff it out, make it as big as you want. Then you're going to add the bow on.
Wrap it twice. Can you wrap it twice?
You can wrap it twice, but if your braids are too thick, just wrap it once and secure it down with some bobby pins. And now you have a competition here.
After your hair, you're going to do your makeup and you're going to start with the eyes. But make sure that you have a good foundation and your skin looks porcelain and your makeup matches your skin tone.
First, you're going to start with a primer on your eyelids. And this is a MAC primer, but you can use any primer just to really make sure that the eyeshadow sticks. So when you have a primer, go ahead and apply it from corner all the way out, all over. Next, you're going to use any kind of white and just place it underneath your eyelid, just right below, all around. I mean eyebrow. Just like that. Okay. Next, you're going to use your MAC Freshwater Blue eyeshadow and apply it all over the lid, but don't go up to your eyebrows, just from here, and you're probably going to do it a couple times because to get it really, really dark. And after you're done with the blue, go ahead and do one more time of white underneath the eyebrows and blend. Make sure it blends in. It's not like two different colors. Make sure it's blended in nice. And then go over your cheeks and around your eyes one more time, just in case any of the blue is fallen, just to make sure it doesn't look crazy. Just to recolor over it. And then next we're going to do the eyeliner.
So you're going to use a black eyeliner. You're going to do the top and the bottom.
And whenever you go to do your winged cat eye, to make it dramatic, have your child just look straight forward. And then from where the end, like their bottom, that's where you draw it. Don't pull or anything, because it will make it not be where it needs to be. Make sure you're using liquid eyeliner, and then for the bottom, go halfway from the eye, and don't do it thick all the way across. From the center, do a thin line, and then it gets thicker from when I go out. And have your daughter look up, just like Katie's doing.
Next, use black mascara and make your eyelashes look thick and beautiful. Poise.
Just make sure you're wiggling and then pulling up. Next, we're going to use a bronzer. Make sure you don't use any pinks this year because the pink and red just doesn't look good together. So have your child look forward and do it up right here throughout.
So no pink blush, use bronzer for your cheeks to get the color.
And don't just put it right here. Make sure it goes up because it defines your child's cheekbones.
Next, use a red lip liner.
To line your lips.
As if it wasn't self-explanatory already. Next, use your MAC red lipstick and apply.
And this is how you should look for competition this season. Make sure you finish it up with some lip gloss on your red lipstick. Also make sure your children know that the lipstick can't stay in their uniform, so don't get it on their uniform. And thank you, Katie. Thank you, Tyler.
Good luck.